I'm standing here with junior captain Moritz Franz after the Terriers defeated Wisconsin for the Jablonic Cup. First, your thoughts on the race?
It was a good race, certainly very energetic, and we had a lot of energy going into this. We wanted to win, and so by the time we ended up at the starting line, I knew we, at least just from in terms of attitude, I knew we were going to be in a good spot going into it. And then the start, you could feel everyone was in it, and the conditions were tough. Tailwind, hard to set the boat, but still managed it fairly well, and managed to get, I'd say, half a length by the 700-meter mark, I'd say, and then continued kind of pushing away, and then the last 400 meters were really solid, and we kind of even moved away a little more, so I'd say we had a length in the end. Overall, I'm very pleased for now. It's been, I think, 22 years, the tradition, BU Wisconsin, and they're always very tough races. We respect them as a program, very hard workers too. So winning today is certainly a good thing, and shows we're going in the right direction.
Going back, talking about the conditions, you said y'all were able to manage it well. What was going right for the boat during the race? Was it just all about technique, or?
Yeah. Like in the tailwind, it's hard to set the boat, as I said, and everything's going faster. You're rating higher, and the good thing is that we trained a lot in the tailwind the last weeks, so we kind of got used to that, and then you got to stay together in the tailwind more than the headwind, I'd say, and we managed it well. So we're moving together, swinging together, and it made it fairly easy actually. So we never got frantic. You can get very frantic in the tailwind because there might be a stroke where you miss a stroke, or you hit a wave or whatever, and then a typical thing would be to just freak out, and you can't let that happen in tailwind because it'll mess with the rhythm and everything. But we did that well, so we stayed calm, we're confident in what we could do, and did it. So.
And then talking about the whole team, everyone got a win today against Wisconsin, MIT.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about what that does for the entire group heading into Eastern Sprints?
I mean, obviously, you always got to look at all boats in terms of myself, for example, sitting in the 1V. I look at the 2V, and they're moving fast. So, and I don't want them to beat me. So they, in that sense, serve as a pushing force for me, or for my boat, for the 1V. And the same is for the 2V, 3V, freshman boat, the 4. So everyone's kind of pushing the next fastest boat, I'd say. And therefore, as a team, if we're all doing well, it means just for sprints, which 2 weeks away, we're all going in the right direction. And kind of use each other, especially in practice, to establish a surge to go faster. So like the 2V for me is a big thing, huge thing. And now, especially because the Wisco 2V is usually very strong, and now they managed to get a length ahead, I think, today. So that's a big thing for them. And then I know if they do that well, and we have them as a comparison in practice, it's a very good sign for us as well. And same with the 3V, as I said, freshman boat, 4. So seeing the bigger picture, the whole team do well, is certainly also in terms of how we structure our training, the whole cycle from leading up from winter training, when we're going to be, we want to peak, we want to peak late in the season, and so seeing everyone do that kind of shows that the training is effective, also from just a physiological standpoint.
And then finally, you're talking about peaking. The 1V started off slow, losing to Brown and Northeastern, but now you're really on a roll, beating Dartmouth, beating Columbia, Syracuse, and now a team you haven't beaten since '05 in Wisconsin. How do you keep that momentum going?
I'd say it's keeping the momentum going is almost easier than getting out of a struggle, which we had to like 4 weeks ago, I'd say 3-4 weeks ago, after the Northeastern race. But we managed to do that, and so now we got the energy, and all we have to do is keep pushing in practice, keep getting better. As I said, we have the 2V, 3V, those guys pushing us. So I'd say keeping the momentum is not that difficult. We all know from a technical standpoint, we all figured things out, which is also a big thing. It's not that we didn't want to win our first 2 races, but we had certain issues, just technical issues as well, and we figured those out. So everyone now understands, and everyone, once you feel the good stroke, it's easy to get back to it. But first feeling a good stroke, that's kind of difficult.
All right, thanks, and congrats on the win.